in the crypto space, an investor is like a term that is used to qualify an individual who has a large amount of money in a certain asset, or someone who is capable of investing a large amount of money into a certain asset is called an investor. Yeah, but I want to just tell you that even with your $1, you're an investor. Yeah, so I think this investor thing is a thing of the mind. Yeah, so wherever you are, I want you to beat your chest and say I'm an investor. Type it in the comment section. I'm an investor. So the next thing I want us to look at is what investors do is that they invest, right? And there are types of investments, and investments can be long-term. It can be any investment that ranges within a period of few months. By few months, like 1 to 6 months, is term short-term investment. When investment around like 1 year, 2 years, or more than that, is called long-term investment. Yeah. Some of the best investors we know most times always what is it called? Long-term investment. Long-term investment. I will not every time it gives huge return on investment, but most times it does, because some of the valuable assets take time to appreciate. So most times long-term investments can actually be a thing that could help people. Now, remember I mentioned earlier that there's a typo on the flyer. So now what is an investor psychology? An investor psychology is basically talking about how an investor thinks, how an investor views investment, how an investor sees problems in an investment, how an investor tackles problems, and how an investor invests. That is basically what covers what an investor's psychology is. Yeah. So now I'm just going to go straight to the point and run through how to build an investor psychology. Building an investor psychology is something you do intentionally. Building an investor psychology is not something that you learn in a course. You cannot pay for a course to learn an investor psychology. It is something that you practically learn. It is something that you learn by interaction. You could learn it by interacting with people who are doing what you are doing, who are investing in what you are investing. But in this case, we're talking about crypto. Most times, building an investor psychology is something that happens over time. It's not something, say for example, as a trader, and I'm a trader, I trade the crypto market here. So if I want to build an investor psychology, it is not something I learn by only learning technical analysis. It is something I learn by constantly investing and interacting with the market, interacting with people who trade the market, interacting with people who have better experience than I do in the market. How do they approach it? The problems they have faced in the past, or the problem I will be encountering, how do I handle it? And this is how the psychology continues to build. Now, one of the ways that you build an investor psychology is understanding what you are doing, understanding what you are investing in. An investor will not just wake up and invest in something that he does not understand. If you're one of the persons that throw money into the crypto space, into crypto, and you don't even know what the crypto is about, you don't even know anything. I don't know the kind of investor I should classify you under, but you are not a good investor. Investors take their time to study the entity they want to invest in. And that is what makes a good investor, because you have to understand what you are doing. You have to understand what is the process that yields money in this. Now, in crypto, as a crypto trader investing money in crypto, I already know that, okay, the trend in the crypto market is one of the perspectives that can yield money in the crypto space. I already understand the inflow and outflow of money. I already understand the concept of liquidity. And I know that, okay, there are possibilities for me to make money in this space. And that is how psychology builds. So for a trader, yeah, I'm using crypto mostly because we are referring to crypto. Investors is not just about crypto. There are people who invest in stocks. There are people who invest in real estate. There are people who invest in agriculture. So being an investor covers a wide sphere of life. Yeah, but I'm saying crypto because this is what everybody here can relate to. This is what, sorry for that break, I have to fix something. This is what everybody in this space can be able to relate with. Yeah. Why? Because we are all in the crypto space. So I mentioned understanding what you are doing, understanding what you are investing in, understanding what you are doing and understanding what you are investing in. If you want to invest in the crypto market, I just mentioned the trend. So you need to understand some certain concepts. What are the possibilities of you making money in this space? What are the processes that bring money in this space? You need to understand it. If what you want to do is spot trading, you need to understand it and understand what drives money flow. That is what makes you understand, okay, these are the possibilities of me making money, these are the possibilities of me making loss. And that is how the psychology, that's one of the parts, that's one of the ways that the psychology builds. Because when you understand these concepts, you know how to manipulate them to your favor. Because I cannot just come out and start investing in real estate when I don't even know the factors that can make a property in real estate to appreciate. You don't understand real estate and just wake up in the morning and say you want to invest in real estate. You might end up buying a land that you're not supposed to buy. You might even end up buying a land in a swampy area in the dry season and it's okay, and in the rainy season you discover that everywhere is flooded. Why? Because you don't understand the things that are supposed, you don't know the things you're supposed to know in real estate. Now in crypto, you might go and buy a meme coin and hold it for generational wealth. Oh my God. You buy it and you think you've bought an asset that your children will inherit. Hello, you will buy it and write your will. Imagine someone that bought Melania, what are they calling her? Trump's wife, and then he's trying to hold it for generational wealth, or probably bought Trump, and then he's holding it for generational wealth. He's sleeping currently. So you understand, okay, this is how this thing plays out. These are the things, these are the coins I'm not supposed to hold. You just basically just understand the whole concept about it. Because before you can call yourself an investor, this psychology is something that you have to learn. Big businessmen, they take their time to study the business they are investing in. They take their time to study it. And so that is one thing. The next thing is understanding the trend around what you are investing in. Now, for crypto, one thing that you really, really need to understand is trend. One of the things you need to understand in the crypto space is trend. So trend plays a key role in giving you money in the crypto space and understanding the trend. Okay, imagine I want to invest in the crypto market, and then I see Elon Musk tweet about Dodge, or maybe he dropped a bad tweet about Dodge. Because I don't even understand the concept of trend in the market, in the crypto space, I don't understand the implication of that tweet on Dodge. Okay, imagine I'm holding Dodge, and then Elon Musk makes a tweet about Dodge, a bad tweet about Dodge on his X. Because I don't even understand the trend, I don't even understand what's going on in the market. I don't even understand the concept of the market. I will not know the gravity of the influence of Elon Musk on Dodge. Now, it is very important to understand how trends play out and how it influences the aspects you are investing in. I'm going to most of my examples I'm going to be making reference to crypto because that is like what we are talking about. Now,
Yeah.
you don't understand you don't understand it. Can you still hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah, he has been giving that a lot of knowledge things. So if you have been following, or if you can still hear him, I would like us to drop a sticker or an emoji in the community to be sure that we're carrying everybody along. Yeah, he has said a lot in just less than 20 minutes, and I've learned a lot. I don't know how somebody will think of having a meme coin for generational wealth, but that's what we are here to do. We are here to learn. So please, only one person has dropped a sticker. Is it that it's only one person that is following? Yeah, please, if you are following, we can just drop a sticker on an emoji in the community. Yeah, let's buzz the community to be sure that our speaker has not been speaking to himself. Yeah, I see some people typing. All right, cool. I think they yell. I think they yells. All right, Benjamin, you can continue. Yeah, I think they yells. Yeah. Cool, cool.
Okay. Yeah. So um, what I was talking about trends. Yeah. Was that what I was? Yes, I was talking about trends. So you need to understand the trend around what you're trying to invest in. And that is investing wisely. Now, this investing wisely, it can be, it can play out in different ways. It can play out in different ways. And I can say that investing wisely can be a fruit of having built a good investor strategy. But I think I'll just come to that last. So let's talk about working on your emotions. You cannot have a perfect investor's psychology without having a stable emotions. Now, if you want to invest, especially in a market that is as volatile as the crypto market, you need to work on your emotions. Every human being on earth is emotional, but there are some people that are more emotional than the other. Now, your emotional level, your emotional strength is one thing that you really, really need to work on if you ever want to invest in the crypto space. You want to start investing money in the crypto space. I'm not talking about those that are trading demo account though. If you're trading demo account, don't worry. You can write down with your emotions. But if you want to invest your money, like real money, but then you can use and go and buy shawarma, then you need to work on your emotions because um, there are so many downsides to not working on your emotions. There are so many downsides. One of the downsides is that you might lose a lot of money. And sometimes your emotions can actually help you. It might help you cut loss. But the truth is that the crypto market is not a game of emotions. It's a game of what do you know. In the market, what saves you more is what you know more than your emotions. Your emotions can play out in the core market. Your emotions can properly play out in the oil market, in the onion market, in the crayfish market. But you see this particular market you want to trade, that is crypto. Your emotions will help you do little or nothing because um 70, am I saying 70%? 85% of the profits you make in the space is determined by what you know. It's determined by your level of experience. Now, if you can trade the crypto market, say for example, you have a good authority of the market. Nobody can have 100% obviously, but you understand you know your onions in trading, and then you make an analysis. If you are so high on emotions, your emotion will tell you that this trade might not be correct, though. Or you might enter the trade, and because obviously the market does not move in one direction, the market moves up and moves down. And I will always tell anybody that yes to listen that people who trade the financial market are people who are the most emotionally stable people because you see a trader that he enters the trade with $10. He sees his $10 move to $100, and then from $100 he's seeing his money move down to $80, again to $100 and above. Again he moves to 70. Probably he spent $1,000. Again you see move close to $909. And the person his money go down as $9. Eventually hits the $1,000. So the people in the financial market, that for me, that them as emotionally stable people because they have to deal with so many. You have to you're watching this in the market. If you are not emotionally stable, so that you cut your loss, to cut loss, so that you take out losses that are not supposed. I'm going to use this as an example. I entered one time. That was last year. I took a trade, and this trade I held this trade for 3 days. And on the third day, I felt tired. I said, well, let me just close this trade. It is already too much. I closed the trade, and guess what? In the evening, the trade hit take profit. Now, these things are things that you learn over time. Nobody's going to host a class and tell you that, nobody's going to host a class and tell you, come and learn trader psychology. It's something that you learn over time by interacting with the market. Yeah, I used to tell some of my friends. I have a friend who has been trading the demo market for like 1 year. He has been trading, but any day he decides to trade a real market, he loses money. And I always tell him, you are a good trader. I can tell you that, but if your emotions are not even in check, your psychology is messed up. You understand how to draw lines, you understand ICT, but these concepts are not a good investor, a good trader, because your emotions need to be in check. Any single time he puts in real money, he loses money. And the guy, if you see his demo account, almost if he analyzes like 10 trades in a week, at least 9 of it must take profit. 9 or 8 of it must take profit. But any day he decides to put money in the market, he loses it. Why? The reason is because the sentiment in the market and the whole emotional flow in the market is not same with when you put in a real money and when you are trading the demo account. It is not the same thing. You know why? I always tell people that risk management is not something you learn in a class. Risk management is part of building an investor psychology here. It's not something you learn in a class because these are lessons that the market is supposed to teach you. No matter how good a trader you are, no matter how good your mentor is, until you start trading the actual market, you're not yet a good trader, because there are some lessons that no matter how good you think you are in risk management, there are still some lessons that the market itself needs to teach you. There are still some lessons the market. For me, if I'm trading a demo account, I can fix a trade, I can put an entry and I'll forget about it. And I'm checking it the next day. And if you hit stop loss, no problem. If you hit take profit, no problem. But there's this different feeling when it's your money that is running. There's this different feeling when it is your money that is running. So you can't even compare. So you have to put your emotions in check. You have to put emotions aside. You want to invest in this crypto. Emotions have to be aside. Imagine someone who bought the Trump coin and then the person saw small profit and ran away. The person wake up in the morning and be crying, not because the person did not make profit, but that profit the person made is not profit. Yeah. So in investing in the crypto market, you need to segment up your emotions. You need to work more with your mind and your skill more than you work with your emotions, because 90% of the time your emotions will be wrong, because your emotions are your emotions, I don't know how to say it, but just so that 90% of the time your emotions might be wrong, because your emotions is always trying to keep you safe, and in keeping you safe you don't want to lose money, and there's really no way you're going to trade the financial market without losing money. In fact, if you take risks you make money. But I always tell my friends, I always tell people around me, there is something called calculated risk. You don't just take risks because you have money in your hands. You don't just take a trade because there's money in your account. You don't just take risks because, okay, you can take risks because they'll call you a crypto trader. They don't count a good trader by the amount of money you have lost, the amount of profits you have made. Yeah, so that's one thing. Then another thing that can help you build a good investor psychology is understanding seasons. If you understand seasons, you understand seasons that work for you. You understand seasons can span through so many things. Seasons can span through health. Seasons can span through periods in the market. I'm using markets now because we're talking about crypto. Seasons can span through periods in the market. Seasons can span through your health. Maybe you have a health condition. Maybe you have high blood pressure, but I don't think anybody on this call has high blood pressure. I mean, I don't think there's anybody here who is up to 40. I mean, these days, there are people that are 30 years to have high blood pressure, but nobody has high blood pressure. In Jesus' name. So, it can span through your health. It can span through so many things. But for you as an investor, you should be able to relate these seasons to what it is for you personally. You should be able to relate it to what it is for you personally, and then know how it works for you. And when you're able to narrow down all these things, you discover that it makes your strategy easy and easy. It just makes your strategy so easy that's why there are traders that you see. Yeah, there are traders that you see you see their trade, you see their analysis. The analysis looks so there are too many lines, it looks so scattered. Me, most times I see that these guys have not been able to narrow down their strategy. But if you have been able to walk through all these things and understood how to build the psychology, understood what works for you, understand the season that works for you, what works for you, and how it should play out, some of these things are going to be much easier for you. Yeah, it's because that most of these things.
Another thing now that I want us to like look into will be why it is important to build an investor psychology. Now, for some of you, you might be thinking, is it really important? Why is it important for me to do this? Now, one of the ways is obviously 90% of the persons who are in this space. Aside, in fact, I don't know for you, but passion is not driving me. What is driving me is the money. Yeah. In as much as I think somehow I love teaching, but if you leave me, I'll not do any work. I'll sleep and just rest. Yeah. But the main purpose of us being in this space is to make money. The main purpose of most of us being in this space is to make money. And one of the importance of you building this psychology is you need to maximize profit. It's going to help you to maximize profit. You could enter a trade and you come out. You could buy a coin and you sell. I cannot forget the day one of my friend bought a coin. He has been holding this coin. It was I don't know, me personally, I felt like they swear for the guy, because why would it have to happen to you like that? He's been holding this coin for more than 6 months, and then the day he decided to sell it and buy food stuff before evening, this coin did crazy X and he lost a lot of money. I wouldn't call it he lost a lot of money, because his money was not lost, but he lost an opportunity that would have earned him good money. Yes. So emotions can make you not to maximize profits, and it will make you to really, really make losses. Now, in the other way, the opposite of what I just said, it helps you to maximize profits. It simply helps you to minimize loss. And just like I mentioned earlier, one of the things that will help you in this market is playing less with emotions. Emotions can really, really enjoy you, because emotions will tell you to do things that you think will keep you safe at that point, at that very minute, but on the long run, it just doesn't favor you. So it is very important that you, in taking decisions, taking trading decisions, you checkmate your emotions, understand and make sure that your psychology is in play. There was a time I left the crypto market. I stopped trading for more than 1 year, because my mind was so messed up. I would open the market and I would be so confused. In fact, I could not even identify trends anymore. Like, I was so confused. That period, I was battling with so much like my mental health was just so messed up. I knew for myself, I just knew it was the time to just give the market some space, because I knew that I will not be able to be fruitful that period. So that's why I mentioned that seasons can span through your health condition, it can span through times in your life. Yeah. So I just knew that, okay, my psychology is not in check. This is not the right time for me to be doing this thing, and I just had to give it a break. So it is very important. Now, another thing that it does is that, in fact, this last one now covers everything. It helps you to take a good business decision, a good financial decision. Most times, if you've seen people drop analysis or drop stuffs, they'll put not a financial advice, because most times it is not 100% correct. But now, if your psychology is correct, you can be able to take at least 70% good financial decisions. I said good financial decisions because it can help you maximize profit. You cannot exactly come out and say that. Imagine somebody now. Just imagine, how will you look at somebody that comes out now and invest $10 in Trump coin at this current period? How will you look at the person? It's possible that, okay, let's forget sentiment. The market is very unpredictable. Something might just happen and it will spike. But then, you as a human being, how do you think you look at the person now? Or maybe someone that is, I think in one of the trends that I was reading during that Trump period, that Trump coin period, I saw, I was on the blockchain, I saw it, I've forgotten. Somebody buying Trump coin with $2 when it was over how many million, billion market cap. Somebody was buying with $2. I was just laughing, because what is this person trying to do? Do you want to make, like, people are funny. So it helps you build that $2. The person would have just probably used it to cross buy shawarma, just the alright, and the person just threw it into Trump coin, and the person who probably bought it with that $2 don't even have to convert it again, and then at the end of the day, everything will sweep away. So it is very, very important that no matter the capital you have, even as a trader, people, you're always advised to trade like the big banks. There are strategies that you trade like the big banks, because most of these banks, yeah, They are trading the money you keep in their accounts, in your account. Banks trade forex. Yeah, so you always want to trade like the big, like the smart money. Smart money are like the big investors in the market, the people that their money is capable of moving the trend in the market. So you always want to trade along with them because you don't have that amount of money. So you need to tag along. So you need to be able to see what they are seeing in the market and trade with them so that you can be able to make profit like them. If not, you'll be used as exit liquidity. So you need to understand these things. It's very, very important that even with your $2, you make wise decisions, you make wise investments, like someone who has $1,000,000. It is very, very important because that $2 might be like a 100 million to you. There was a time like I'm not ready to lose $1. I am not ready to lose it. So, but at this point now, it is something that you actively need to start cultivating an attitude of learning and understanding what you're investing. How does it affect you? And understanding the amount of money that can affect your mental health. If when you lose $5, you don't sleep at night, don't trade it $5. It's also part of the ways of building a good psychology. If you know that when you lose $5, you will not sleep at night, trade with $4 or trade with $4.5. Just know the amount that you can be able to chest. And the beautiful thing about this thing is that the longer you stay, the more your mental health becomes more stable, the more you begin to build confidence, the more you can be able to stake more. I can remember that the first trade I took as a trader, I entered it with $1 because I say I don't want to lose plenty dollars. In fact, that was my first time earning in dollars. I said I don't want to lose plenty dollars. Let me just. I entered. Was it $1 or $2? Something around that range. But now I can comfortably enter with the amount of money I want to enter, the amount of money I can have, and obviously I can. It's not $1 that I can stake now because I've stayed for some time in the market and I've been able to build confidence. I've been able to build mental strength, and I can now do these things. Another way that can help you is interaction. I've mentioned this, interacting with people. You might lose $5 and you might be dying thinking that $5 is too much to lose, but there's somebody who lost $50 and the person is still breathing. Now if you talk with these people, you interact with these people, somehow there'll be a shift in your mindset and you realize that okay, people are losing more money in this market and they are still there. So interaction also helps. It can help you build your mentality. It can help you build your. Did I rock?
No.
Did I
We
rock or
can
you
still
guys
hear
can
you.
still hear me?
No, we can still hear you. We can still hear you. Yeah,
Eh?
go ahead. Go ahead. We can hear you. We can hear you. Yes,
Okay,
interaction.
thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that's like very important. That's like interaction is very important. In fact, as a business person, if you want to be trading, I advise you to consider your trading as a business and treat it as a business. That's the only way you can be able to maximize good profits from it. So I think this is where we're going to like end for tonight. So Daniel, over to you.
All right. Wow. That was a lot. That was a lot. As you were speaking, I was learning. I was speaking. I was mirroring myself, and where I was having some glitches where I need to work on myself too. So for those who are not here from the beginning of the class was recorded and will be put on our YouTube page. And once that happens, I will drop the link here in the community. So our speaker he has spoken quite well. And for now, we are going to enter the question and answer section. So I know most of us must have one or two questions to ask. He has really said a lot. So if you have a question, you can drop it in the community, or if you're in a quiet place, you can speak. You can speak. So do you have a question? Yeah. The floor is open. The floor is open. The floor is open. Do you have a question? So that means all of us are bad traders. So uh, all of us are bad traders. So like Benjamin, it's like we have been speaking to our destiny helpers.
You
Ah,
don't say I'm.
Which kind
Oh,
white
I think I'll
chocolate?
just drop my big triplets before the end of the
I'm
call.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you. All right. Okay, since they don't have a question, I will drop a question. I will drop a question. Yeah, I'll drop a question. Maybe this question might cover some questions. So, yeah, my question. Yeah, I want to drop a question. Okay, I want to ask a question for anyone. So I wanted to ask, is there an amount that is too small to trade with in the crypto market? Because I've been seeing some trends like you stake in more to earn more. Apart from meme coin, I know that can give you a lot of money with just few dollars, like $2 or $1. Apart from that, is it amount that is too small to be traded with in the crypto market? Do you get the question?
Yeah, I get your question. I can't exactly say there is any amount that is too small, but the issue now is can you afford to lose that amount of money? An amount of money that is too small for me might be too big for another person. But aside that, in relation to the crypto market, I can tell you that you can start trading with any amount. But one thing you have to understand is, just like Tinubu will always, our president will say, the farmers will make more money. You understand? So the more amount of money you are capable of investing is the more the POI, profit on investment. How is it called? POI. Yeah. So So the amount of money you put in determines the amount of profit you are going to make. So say for example, me and you will enter the same trade. You enter that trade with $100 and I enter with $1. And then for example on futures, and then the trade went up by 100%. You are making $100 and I am making extra $1. That is, I hope you get what I'm saying. So the more amount of money you're able to put in determines the amount of profits you make. But that does not mean that there is any amount that is too small to start out in the crypto space, in trading especially. But you just need to know that, for me, I consider trading with very little amount of money as waste of time, because you will just be wasting, you just be stressing yourself. You do very, very beautiful analysis. And there was a trade that I did one time. I wanted to cry. That trade, that trade went as high as 400%. But what happened was that I mistakenly entered that trade with $3. I wanted to enter that trade with $30, and I mistakenly entered it with $3. And I did not know, I did not check it. I left, did the things I was supposed to do. Before I come back, I was seeing 400%. And I just realized I entered that trade with $3. I wanted to cry, but it is what it is. So at the end of the day, we just know that, okay, it is my mistake. So, and instead of you can know the amount of money out, 400% of $30, you know how much it's supposed to be, the amount of money I'm supposed to make. And then you now check 400% of $3, you now see how much I eventually made. And you see that it's something to actually cry about. So the amount of money you put in is the amount of money you get. So the amount of money that is too small for me might be too big for you. The amount of money that is too small for some other person might be too big for me. So just invest what you can afford to lose. Invest what, when you put it in the market, you can sleep in the night. That is mostly what I tell people. Yeah. So I hope that answered your question.
Yeah. That answered the question. Yeah, one is asking, do you trade normal trade or spot or futures? I think you can just type it in the comment section.
I trade futures most times, yeah. I trade futures.
Okay, all right. Futures, yeah, for big boys, so yeah, actually for big guys. Yeah. I think those of us who have been under the Casper boss teaching, he has advised us not just because of how technical it is. But I believe once you understand how it works, then sure, why not go ahead? People are making cool money on futures. Yeah, okay. I have one more question, then we'll call it a night. Then okay, so I saw this meme. Someone said his friend put in $2 and made over $10. Then he puts in $700 and it dips to $3. So the thing about this trend now, following trend, like let's say the Trump coin moment was a trend, and some people missed it onto it got to $70. Yeah, for a coin. I will not. I bought at that $70, thinking that the trend will continue to go up. But fortunately for me, that same day I withdrew my money, and now it has dipped down to $23. That's how I would have lost the money I put in. So speaking about trend, how do we know when we are late to a trend or when we are still early to a trend so that we don't put our money and then we lose everything?
Okay. Um, you are talking about you particularly you put money into a coin and it dipped. Okay. Let me tell you my ordeal. I put money into a coin and the money is no longer there. By the money not being there, I mean it is zero. There is nothing there. And the name of that coin is Wakanda Inu. And that was because I was stupid. I did not understand trend. A trend that has given people a lot of money. People are already talking. In fact, people are already talking about it. In fact, once a trend is everywhere, everybody's talking about it. And you go to the community, they are saying to the moon. That is the best time to sell. Because most times, most of those times that they are telling you to the moon is the period when people are taking profits. That's just the truth. And some of the people who are saying it to the moon are just probably people that just entered and want to make their own profit and run away. I bought Wakanda Inu a day after. I was in school the day Wakanda Inu pumped so well, and people were making money. And the next day, I used my feeding money to buy Wakanda Inu in school. And if malnutrition did not kill me that semester, I am far from death, because you know what it means for a Nigerian
Yeah,
student to use this money to buy a coin and
yeah,
then in a matter of few days. And that time, that night it dipped. I'm saying, now so crypto they do, you go still pump. The next day, my roommate say no sell am o, e go pump. The next day, e go pump. And after like 1 week or so, I was not seeing anything in my wallet. I don't even know who to cry to, because mine no go gree you call house. Wetin you wan tell them say you use your money do? Ah! So I suffered it that period. So you need to understand the trend. When you say that the trend is already everywhere and you check the market cap is already high. Okay, maybe for people that don't understand what the market cap is, you check the news is everywhere. People are talking about it. That is the peak of it. That is the peak of the price. When people are talking so much about the cryptocurrency, it is already at its peak. The next thing that is going to happen, especially if it's a meme coin, is a free fall. So most times being early to trends is being active in communities. That is why it is important to join a community. Communities have a way of helping you notice trends early enough. And the people you follow on social media can help you notice trends early enough. There are things that might happen that might be happening in this space, and I don't need to do so much research. All I have to do is maybe just get on one person's page and I just read a complete trend about it, and I already understand everything about it. Or sometimes maybe I've been offline almost throughout the day, and then I'm coming in the evening and I just open a community I belong to and I just see, okay, this was going on, and I just read through the chat, and I'm seeing all the informations I need to get about that particular trend. And then when I go to X, I can be able to relate and understand what is going on and understand that if it's something I can jump in or not. So, because even when Trump dropped his contract address, I was getting questions like, how can I buy coin with contract address? People are asking that kind of question. Before you even learn how to buy coin with contract address finish, you go don't pump, do anything you want. So, knowing when trends come out and how it works is very important. Like, it's very, very important. So, I hope that answered your question.
You did justice to it. You did justice to it. Yeah, thank you so much for tonight, yeah, Benjamin. Tonight has been a night of value, and I really learned a lot. And I believe throughout the year I've learned one or two things. Yeah, please don't use your freedom money to trade, oh. Please, oh. If there's one discipline that affects me, I do crypto jobs, so I get some money from some gigs, and then that is the money I trade with. I don't use my pocket money or anything to trade or do. So that's one discipline you can work with. You can get a job, then use from your pay and trade. If that's if you don't have money, but please don't use your feeding money, don't use your pocket money, don't use your house rent, don't use your school fees. Make you no drop out. Please, that's also one thing that you should take out from this call. All right, so we ended it tonight at this junction. Yeah, yeah.